Hi.
So we just filmed part of this, but he exposed a secret that we work at Natty Light.
Yeah.
Dang it! No.
I exposed the secret of the Christmas Prince.
The Christmas Prince, and a Netflix SWAT team dropped in and threatened to kill us.
Yeah,
so.
They had a Netflix SWAT team. So.
We did it.
We did it. We did it again.
We finally.
We watched the Christmas.
Is it
A Christmas Prince?
The Christmas Prince. I think it's A Christmas Prince.
Well, any which way, the title doesn't make sense.
I mean, either way,
due
it's
to the
dumb.
plot.
Yeah, because it's about this guy named Richard becoming king, and he became king at the end.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It should have been called the Christmas King.
Yes.
Why was it called the Christmas Prince?
Maybe it's so we didn't know that he would actually become king, as if this.
Then call it
this
literally anything else.
It's just like one of those mass-produced books where they just pick different plot points but arrange them in the same exact order, so it's just like the same book over and over again with slightly different details. This was that plot.
Who was the main actress? She looked familiar. Is she on something?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't even remember her name.
Sophie?
No, that was Lady Sophie.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't remember. Clearly, it mattered. What does matter, though, is that there is an actor in this movie named Axel Mustache.
I didn't believe her when she told me, so I immediately looked it up. And
as if I can make that up. As if I could make
Axel
that
Mustache, who has, what, 3 brothers? Is that?
Yes, 3 brothers. They're from Romania.
And one's from Germany.
One's
in Germany.
He played a character named Vlad, which I thought was very funny.
Good old Axel, killing it. And what did
Like
Vlad do in the movie?
I don't know. I don't
exactly.
remember who Vlad was. The plot.
So it's a journalist I'm sorry, it's a editor, not even a journalist.
Who wants to be a journalist?
Wants to be a journalist. She goes to, what's the country?
Aldovia. She gets sent there on assignment because none of her magazine's actual writers can go. So her boss is like, yeah, we'll send this editor. We'll throw her a bone.
Aldovia is not
a real country.
A well managed country in
Stay
the
tuned
world, because
for the second one,
the security for their royal palace is null and void.
The only time they actually had security was when she was trying to get back into the castle at the end, and they just had these big spears crossing her path.
They don't actually have security. They just have living nutcrackers. The Aldovia security, very sketchy. I could kidnap any member of the royal family, and I'd be like, I got your daughter. Give me 10,000 carved acorns.
Well, my favorite part is, so the journalist and the king fall in love and whatever, and there's some drama and they're not together, and she goes back to America. And on New Year's Eve, almost into New Year's Day, the king shows up in New York. I think it's supposed to be New York, but I'm pretty sure they filmed it in Chicago. And there was some glaring, yes, this is actually Chicago, but I think this is supposed to be New York kind of situation. And so he shows up in New York with no security. He's just standing in the street.
Never at any point do they have security. Never.
I literally can't imagine, Prince, what's his name? William, going to New York without security.
They had a press conference, and the prince just disappears, and literally no one knows where he is.
That
he could have been kidnapped.
Twice. He also, he's supposed to give a speech at a benefit type thing. That was, the festival that was benefiting children in an orphanage. And he just disappeared, too. Literally.
He could have been killed. And everybody's just like,
he could have been kidnapped and held for ransom.
It's like, you're
And it's he clearly just doesn't want to be king.
Okay, that's my problem, and I'll get to that later. Remember that.
Oh, well, you can.
Because I'm gonna tell you the end.
Like we do in every video.
Yeah, there's gonna be heavy spoilers for this movie you're not ever gonna watch.
Yeah. So.
Can I just add?
Sure, you can add whatever. This is what we do.
Ursa from Superman 2 is in this as well.
Did you know her name, or did you have to look it up?
I knew the character. I don't know the actress.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I meant. Did you know the character?
You really
name?
think I don't know a Kryptonian name?
Aren't there many?
I mean, Zod, Ursa.
Those are just sounds.
Kal-El.
That's
Jor-El.
Isn't Kal-El Clark?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure
Zor-El. That's the uncle of.
Okay. That's sounding very familiar.
And his daughter, Kara Zor-El, who was Supergirl. Do you want me to tell you? Let's talk about the L family tree right now.
No.
So anyway,
I have to say, I do not care about superhero movies.
I'm not talking about superhero movies. I'm talking about comic books.
Yeah.
This is now Monty's comic book corner.
I also don't care about comic books.
But
and
also,
I just want to say that I don't care about Marvel or DC genres, like worlds. I don't care about any of it.
They already know this. Why do you have to rub it in?
I just really want people to know how I feel.
I just feel personally attacked.
I also really hate that AAA is covering over all the M's and X's.
Oh, here we go.
This is now
Here
Megan's
we go.
complaint hour. I hate it. I think it's dumb.
Let's just split the screen.
Anyways.
You complain about your shit, and I will talk about the genealogy
of
Kal-El. At the same time. We'll have to do it in stereo.
Wait,
you can pick which one you want to listen to.
Did you say that Supergirl was Kal-El's daughter, or it was
no, it's
the
his
uncle's
cousin.
daughter? Okay, that's what I thought.
So Jor-El and Zor-El, brothers. Okay. Jor-El had Kal-El. Zor-El had Kara Zor-El.
Kara, like Supergirl, the CW TV show.
I don't watch it.
I don't watch it either, but my roommate does.
Oh, yeah, that's her.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which has nothing to do with this movie.
No, sorry.
Oh wait, one more thing. And the queen is the Borg queen from Star Trek.
I love that.
I was waiting.
You sent me screenshots of it, and I was like, "This is the greatest."
I was very excited. I was like,
"Yeah, no, I was." Really
let's get more sci-fi villains to play.
The only problem was I couldn't look at it when you would send them to me because I was watching it on my phone, and I didn't want to get too behind, and so I didn't see it until after, and I was like, "This would have been nice to have looked at like an hour and a half ago."
Okay, so Borg Queen.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
And then Ursa from Superman 2. I had the hugest crush on her when I was little. I always liked the bad girls, man. The ones that will crush your head open. I don't know.
I'm not going to psychoanalyze you.
No, this is psychoanalyzing corner.
I have absolutely no qualifications to psychoanalyze besides having been in therapy.
So when I was 9, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell a story about Star Trek.
I was wanting you to psychoanalyze me.
Well, you went all the way back to when you were 9, so I just have to say you need to get over it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Are you a doctor from Newark, Ohio?
My name is Dr. Phil. My name is Phil McGraw.
Now, let me tell you something here. Your problem at 9 is you were in love with Ursa. You should have been in love with Lois Lane. Anyway.
I find Lois Lane to be uninteresting.
What? Okay, let's get into Superman here.
Sorry. You know, that video we posted yesterday was so on topic.
I think it's because this movie, you can't really talk about. I mean, it's just so dumb.
I will say that this whole plot where Prince Richard could not become the king because he was adopted, and his dad, before he died, had written a decree saying he actually could become king.
Okay, so
I don't understand why they didn't just do that when he was adopted.
They were in a room. The girl, the journalist, I can't think of her name.
Amber.
And Prince
Richard.
No, William.
No, that's the British friend. The British. No. Yes. Because the Queen is still ruling. Yes.
Wow.
Our royalties.
Okay, let's go through the royalty family tree now.
So
actually
the Queen has a husband named Philip.
Bob.
And then the Queen has a son named Andrew. I'm pretty sure. And then Andrew has 2 sons, Prince Harry and Prince William.
Wait.
Prince William is married to, her name's Kate Middleton. And then Prince Harry is married to American actress Meghan Markle. And Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have a baby. And then Prince William and Kate Middleton have 3 kids.
I was literally joking about the family tree.
Oh, I'm aware. I just want to be super annoying.
So they're in this room, and the girl finds a secret compartment to this desk.
Yeah.
And it has these like Xeroxed adoption papers that someone clearly made off of Publisher.
Literally, they just made it in Publisher, printed it on printer paper, and called it a prop. There was no seal. There was no like embossing. I've never seen adoption paperwork, but it's definitely more official than whatever that was. It was just like adoption certificate. It looked like a certificate you get for participation.
It looks like one I would make it work as a fake certificate and give to somebody.
Yes, we literally made one for Jake.
Yeah, I made one that said what?
Unga bunga.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wait, we should explain how the reporter got in. So she pretends to be the baby. No.
The tutor for the
princess.
Princess
Sophie.
This lady Sophia.
Emily.
Yes, Emily.
I'm just gonna keep saying Sophie for all the characters.
I need you to make a Sophie's choice. The king or the princess?
Princess.
Yeah, me too.
So she has spinal bifida.
Mm-hmm.
So she can't walk. I don't know why that came into play. Oh, I know. I remember why that came into play.
She uses crutches in a wheelchair sometimes.
I think that came into play because they said they couldn't have kids, and she was a miracle, but she's all fucked up because their genes are probably all, when a brother and a sister both love each other.
Oh.
Hey, I don't know what they do in Aldovia, all right? I'm sure there was incest.
I'm going to tell you what we're not going to talk about on here, though.
What, heavy incest?
Yes. And so, yeah, she pretends to be the tutor for Princess Emily, and she becomes all buddy-buddy with everyone. Well, Prince Richard and Princess Emily. She becomes buddies.
And Emily
figures out that she's not who she says she is, but she's like, if you promise to write the truth about my brother, I won't tell anyone who you are.
Well, she also mentioned, this comes into my ending that I'm going to write on this.
Okay.
So she was talking about how the line of gaining the throne works, and if you're a woman, you cannot gain the throne. And little Emily's like, well, that's not fair. I'm like, yeah, it is not fair. Oh my God,
you sound exactly like her.
Well, I'm a master of impressions. Did you not just hear my Dr. Phil?
You're a master of disguise. I want to be a master of disguise. I want to be a master of disguise.
I've never seen that movie.
It's not a good movie, but I've seen it no less than like 20 times. He turns into a turtle.
No, I've seen that part, and that's what made me not want to watch it.
It's not good. But it was one of those movies that I saw a lot when I was a kid. I don't know why.
Hey, I've watched Mac and Me like 50,000 times. Do you know what that is?
No.
I'm going to show you a picture when we get back to our desk.
That's amazing. Okay. So, line of succession, yes. Yes.
So, okay, here's my ending.
Mm-hmm.
So Dum Dum leaves the adoption papers on the bed.
In real life.
Along with her real life credentials.
Like her passport.
Yeah. She's pretending to be someone else.
Yeah, so you think you'd keep that shit on lock.
Yeah, like these people don't have maids. They're not making their own beds.
But then two people who want to take over.
Who's like the evil like cousin or something like that.
Yeah, Simon. He wants to become king. And he marries Prince Richard's ex-girlfriend. It's dumb. He's obsessed with her, and she's like, I guess I'll marry you because you're going to be king. Because they find out that Prince Richard is adopted because they break into the journalist's room.
They break into Sophie's room.
Yeah. They break into the journalist's room and steal all the very fake documents.
Right.
Stating
that you could easily...
he is adopted.
Just write up if you wanted to. Actually, I guarantee
There's nothing official about them.
No. If you actually went back to your house and just got like paper, you could make a better looking one than these official papers.
I agree. And so then they try to stage a coup when Prince Richard goes to be coronated.
Well, so the prince begrudgingly accepts the title of king.
I think it's because he realizes that that's what
his dad wanted.
And he was like, well, he's my dad. I miss him. I need to do right by him.
Well, see,
I need to take the throne.
I want you to remember this because my ending is going to be so much better.
Yes. I mean, literally anything would be better. And so, yeah, they stage a coup, and then they tell everyone that he was adopted and that the journalist is not who she says she is. She's actually a journalist, and so she goes home. And then Simon...
Well, no, she doesn't go home. She stops at the airport.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. She goes to the airport.
Legitimate dad, who's like this, hey, I'm Italian. Hey, here's some good advice.
Here's some fatherly advice.
And she's like some Midwestern girl that has no Italian accent whatsoever.
Look nothing alike.
No. He's like, hey, what you doing? Hey, daughter, have some corn dogs for Christmas Eve. That was the thing in the movie. They were going to have corn dogs for Christmas Eve.
Maybe I'm going to make that a new tradition.
Corn dogs for Christmas Eve?
Corn dogs for Christmas Eve. And so she's like at the airport, and then he says something to her, and then it sparks this memory of this poem that
the book they found in the cabin.
King, had written.
And there's a poem that the prince was like, this seems like a puzzle. I'm like, in no way. What you just read seemed like a puzzle.
Yeah, because it's just a poem. Like, it sounded like a poem. So we did that. And so she had written down this poem, or she had the journal still, I don't remember. She might have written it down, I don't remember. But she had a copy of this poem, and she reads it, and she goes, the acorn.
Like, she discovered, the answer.
The acorn
this ugly
is very
ass
important
acorn. This acorn decoration is like that big. How's this supposed to fit on a tree? That whole branch is going to dip and fall down.
And so she goes back to the castle while Simon is trying to get coronated.
And she runs into Ursa.
Yeah, and then she lets her in, and then they open up the acorn, and then it's a decree stating that Richard can become king because he is his son, even though he is adopted. Because there's this whole thing about, he's not technically part of the royal bloodline, and as if that matters. But it did to them. And so there's this decree stating he could be king, and then they go and interrupt the coronation,
and everybody wins.
I mean,
he becomes the Christmas king instead of the Christmas prince.
Simon and his wife are going to get a divorce. They've been married 20 minutes. I kid you not.
So him becoming a king on Christmas really made me angry that it was called.
Yeah, it should be called, but maybe they thought it would give away too much.
Like I said, call it something else.
The acorn.
Call it the Royal Christmas.
Royal acorn. No, the Royal Acorn.
Oh my God. That would have been actually better than calling it the Christmas Prince. Okay.
So what did you want to happen?
Here's my ending. Ready?
This is our last thing. Our last point.
They find the journal. They find all that the adoption papers. She discovers the riddle. She goes and opens up the acorn. She's like, oh my God, I have this new decree. They stop the coronation. They run down, and the coronation is the king recognizes the son does not want to be king. He wants to go help orphans. So he's like, I decree that women will now be in, first in line if they want to be or whatever. So the queen gets to stay in power. Then Emily gets to take over because that's what she wanted. That's what was fair. And then Prince, what's his name?
Richard.
Prince Richard and Sophie can go off and live happily ever after.
Do we need to redo the royal tree?
And everyone wins. Sophie wins.
No, she doesn't.
Prince Harry wins.
Sophie does not win. The journalist wins.
Spinal Bifida wins, and the Queen wins.
Her name's Emily.
I couldn't think of her name. So I called her
She had
Spinal Bifida.
Okay, Mr. Anxiety.
I also have a curved spine a little bit.
Okay, Mr. Curved Spine. How does that make you feel?
I mean, I'm not a princess.
I'm boiling you down to your issues.
Anyway,
oh my God.
Everybody
and that's
wins.
What happened.
See, I mean, is that not a better ending?
It's a way better ending.
Instead of the guy becoming the king.
It's just perpetuating.
He doesn't want to.
Roles too, and it's bullshit.
And what's her name? Emily.
Emily
has nothing to do now. She doesn't win.
As soon as I say the name Emily, it goes out your ear.
And it shoots back in the mind and says, Sophie.
Sophie.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to be calling everybody Sophie now. So Sophie, what are your what is your rating for A Christmas King?
I give it a 4.
A 4 out of what? 5?
No, 10. It's not good, but it's not so bad that I wanted to claw my eyes out.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
You're the story that you wrote?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we're rating?
Yeah.
Oh, I give that a 7 as well.
Thank you.
What do you give a Christmas Prince?
3. No, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't like bad.
I give it a 4. I'm comfortable with that.
I'll give it a 5 because I think a lot of people that watch those Hallmark movies, not judging. Do your thing, man.
Spencer, I'm judging.
My brother loves this. Yeah, I think they'd like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it was dumb, but what kind of movie
what
like
else
that
is
isn't dumb
out there? So many things
like
are dumb.
Marvel movies aren't dumb. You know, it's just one to see your face.
I just want to tell everyone that superheroes are not going to come and save us, and we're all going to die. So we need to accept that and move on. And that's Megan's Positivity Corner.
And I'm just going to go jump out the window. Bye.
Bye.
What are we going to do next? Let's just surprise them, because I don't...
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything. Cool, we'll surprise everyone.
We're going to watch a Serbian film now.
I am not.
You made me watch Cannibal Holocaust, so...
I've never seen a Serbian film, but I know it's worse than...
I'm not watching a Serbian.
Hannibal Holocaust. Dang it, I said it again. Hannibal
Holocaust.
Cannibal Holocaust is not as bad as a Serbian film.
Hannibal Holocaust.
That's my new hip-hop album.
Hannibal Holocaust? Is that your rap name?
No, pop.
Pop?
Like pop.
Rap?
Like Katy Perry pop.
Hip-hop?
Pop.
Hip-hop?
Hip-hop. Why is this the conversation we're having?
All right. I'm done.
We'll surprise you, and it won't be with a Serbian film review.
No, God, no. I will never watch that in my life.
And I will not make you watch it.
I will never watch it.
So we'll surprise you.
And we'll eat a hot pepper in their next...
If we get 3 likes on this video.
So we'll never eat a hot pepper.
That's the goal. Bye.